What's up, guys? It's Daniel with the Empire. Who are we here with?
Andrew Williams.
And what'd you do this weekend,
I got
Andrew?
top 64 at the NAWCQ.
Let's go, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
What'd you play?
Vanquish Soul.
And what made you decide to play Vanquish Soul at this event?
It was really fun. I figured that it really has no, I was testing to try to beat this deck with other decks, like other Mitsu decks, and I couldn't consistently figure out a way to beat this deck, so I decided that I would just play this deck instead.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Starter cards, 3 Raisin, 3 Mad Love, 3 Holy Sue, 3 Stake Your Soul, and the 1 Rhoda. Everyone should know what these cards are going to do because they're about to be super meta relevant. So, and then only 2 Zhaolong. Originally, this was played at 3, but I found myself breaking on a lot of names, so I also only played 1 Burger and 1 Caesar. This is something that I think differentiated my list a lot, because mostly people play 3 of this, 3 of this, and 2 of this. But a lot of the games I was losing and testing were because I would draw like 2 to 3 big names with no way to normal summon, and with no access to Sue, I think these names are actively bad. The 2 Zhaolong comes up because it helps you make rank 5s and helps you FDK with Paradise Smasher. The only thing sometimes I slide out the second one of this going second. The second Caesar comes up sometimes against Malice because they'll banish it with Whitebinder. But I think you should just not put it in your graveyard, honestly. And then 1 Start and 1 Snow Devil. Engine requirements, I guess. And then I played 3 Extra and 1 Prosperity. I found that the deck was kind of lacking in consistency some, so I wanted to play these cards. Like, you really just want to see a way to Ryzen, Mad Love, or Holy Sue, or Stake. It does make you lose to Droll somewhat, but I believe that the added consistency really helps going first. And I'm really not trying to pass any of my games. I kind of have the idea that if I got to play the game, I'd be able to beat most of my opponents, which I did. So
Makes sense.
The hand traps. Not everybody played these all, but I think these cards are just so good to play. They aren't attributes, but if you like have a hand of like Raisin, or like you open like Holy Sue, but you don't have the attributes for her, but you do have these in your hand, it's totally okay just to pass. And then you have these for like use pass going first, and then on the opponent's turn you drop one of these, you can drop a Holy Sue, and it's almost like you went first yourself, but you still have a Charmy. So I think these are very good. Originally I wasn't playing Perulia, but I cut cards out of the main to play them. And then Ash makes sense. You could play more Bestials. I was playing another Baldrake, but I cut it for a Perulia. Crow, this card was really good. Normally, if I was showing an attribute, I would show a Bestial every time because people would always play around a Bestial, but nobody plays around Crow, so they play they play in really bad ways to play around a Bestial, but then you blow them out with Crow.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 3 Droll, it's not an attribute, that's true, but the card's still really, really good, so I wanted to play it. And then 1 Kurikara. In theory, it's a fire. I revealed it more times for a Stake Your Soul than I ever summoned it. So it could have been literally... some people play Dogoran. I think that might be better. That's it, 41. Wouldn't change anything because this format doesn't exist anymore. Extra deck, 3 Rock. You play Extra, so you gotta play 3. SP, Phoenix, Cerberus, they collate under Rock, that's pretty cool. Dark never came up, but I can take your opponent's Mad Love, I guess. Goddess, this was my Liger Dancer route, but that never played against that deck a single time, so it didn't matter. Vanquish Soul Rocks comes up sometimes. The Nash Knight cards, these came up many times. I was kind of the opinion that like people might not play these cards because they play Extravagance, but I was starting out Extravagance every time going second because I don't want to play in a Droll. And these cards are really used for when you go second, so I think that they're fine to play. Like I wouldn't play like 3 SP, 3 Typhon, whatever. Paradise, this card's an FTK. I'd summoned this card 5 times. I won every single time I summoned it. Yeah, nobody sides in Nib against this deck or keeps it in because it's like god awful. So going second or going game 2 and 3, you can summon this card basically for free. And Typhon, this is like the unofficial boss monster because Rock is a 0. So you like make your inboard or whatever. You have like Ryzen plus Rock, and then you make this on the Ryzen. Detach 1, bounce the card, and then on your opponent's turn, you get to have all your really, really broken Vanquish soul interruptions still, because you still have rock.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then I decided so many of my cards on main deck are so bad against Malice, so you have to play 8 cards for Malice to take out the Bestials and the Crow. I still lost to Malice in top 64, but that's okay. And then Thrust. You have to decide on 5 cards for going first for the Charmuse. Possibly 6 if you take out Kurikara, so 3 of them are Thrust. Talents, this probably should have been a call by the group, but this card's good and I like it. E-Barrier, God card, Atikaboo, also God card. No, your deck doesn't really care about this card at all. And the really funny card was Crush card. In a super twist, this card is not an Earth, it's a Dark for some reason, so you can treat this card off of this. It's really good against Mitsurugi, because you can just end on like Thrust set this, and you do this after they like reveal Habakiri or they go to Ritual, and it hits. I mean, it hits all their Mitsurugi cards. It hits almost all of their Raizo cards besides X, which they'll always start with. It's good against the Mirror, which I thought might be pretty present. And I didn't really want to put side Sanctum because I thought it wasn't really good. Like I'd always want to like side in the 8 like Lancia cards against Malice. So I didn't really think that this should be a card that should be good against Malice. I just wanted it to be good against like other stuff and a lot of like the rogue like shitter decks that I thought I might play against in Swiss. This card would be good against. So I did activate it a single time though, so I did it in a lot, but it would have been sick. And yeah, that's it.
All right, any shout outs before we leave?
Yeah, shout out to the Empire, specifically Daniel, Dave, and Cameron. Huge shout out to Cameron, who also topped, and Dave for getting day 2. Shout out to my girlfriend. A shout out to Clifton Land for helping me, for talking theory with me for a good amount of time. He definitely influenced a lot of the stuff that I ended up choosing. And yeah, see you around.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.